What if I told you that right now in your house there is an angel, and you are completely ignoring all the signs of his presence? Not because you don't believe, but because no one has ever explained to you exactly what you should be paying attention to. Today that changes. Most people are convinced that angels only appear in loud Hollywood scenes with bright flashes of light, huge wings, and rolls of thunder. In reality, angels come to the simplest and most ordinary places. In someone's kitchen, on a dusty road, at the entrance to an ordinary tent. Once a man didn't even realize he was hosting angels until they started eating his food. So why do you think your home is any different? Here are the hidden signs that angels may be right next to you at this very moment. The first sign: you wake up in the middle of the night for no reason at all. You went to bed completely calm, the alarm was not set, but suddenly, at 2 o'clock in the morning or at 3 o'clock in the morning, your eyes snap wide open. You feel completely alert, as if someone very gently touched your shoulder. What do almost all people do in such a moment? They simply roll over to the other side and fall back asleep. But here is what is known from ancient stories. When higher powers wanted to get a person's attention, they woke him up precisely at night. An angel touched the sleeping man and said, "Arise and eat." It was not in a dream, but in reality. A real touch, a real awakening. Next time it happens, don't immediately reach for your phone. Try to quietly pray instead. You may be very surprised by what happens next. The second sign. You suddenly feel a deep, inexplicable peace. You were under heavy stress. Bills were piling up, relationships got tangled. Thoughts were racing non-stop in your head. And suddenly, out of nowhere, a warm wave of calm descends upon you. You didn't do anything special. You didn't take anything. It just came on its own. This is not a mere coincidence. Such peace is called the peace that surpasses all understanding. Angels serve as conduits of divine comfort. When they are near, this peace follows. Remember the story when an angel appeared to a woman whose life had just been turned upside down. His first words were, "Do not be afraid." The peace came before any explanations. That is exactly how angels operate. The third sign. You avoided something that it seemed you had no way of avoiding. A near accident on the road. You almost turned the wrong way. Something inside persistently told you not to take that path tonight. You cannot explain this feeling, but you listened and remained safe and unharmed. That was not just luck. Angels are described as those who are given the charge to guard you in all your ways. They lift you up in their hands so that you do not stumble even over a small stone. If you recently had such a moment when you miraculously came out unscathed, stop calling it coincidence. Call it real protection. The fourth sign. A stranger said to you exactly the words you so desperately needed to hear. Has it ever happened that a random passerby, someone you had never met before, spoke a phrase that was too personal to be mere chance? Maybe in a store, maybe online. A word of support that went so deep you almost burst into tears. Angels do not always appear with visible wings. Sometimes they come in the form of an ordinary person, with a cup of coffee and a kind word exactly at the moment when it is needed most. Do not walk past ordinary encounters. They may turn out to be far more important than they seem. And finally, the fifth sign. Most people completely brush aside this last sign, yet it is often the strongest of all. You had a dream that felt too real to be just a dream. You know those dreams. You wake up and cannot tell whether it actually happened. Your heart is pounding. All the details remain sharp in your memory for many hours afterward. Perhaps someone in the dream warned you about something important. Perhaps you felt an enormous, warm feeling of love and complete protection. Most people simply brush it off, get up and go make breakfast. But some dreams carry real messages. In ancient accounts, an angel came in a dream and said, "Arise, take the child and his mother, and flee to a safe place." That dream saved a life. In another case, a person saw angels in a dream ascending and descending from heaven and woke up saying, "Surely the presence of higher powers is here, and I did not even know it." Not every dream carries a divine message, but some of them are heaven trying to reach you precisely at the moment when your mind finally quiets down and can hear. Next time such a vivid dream visits you, write down every detail right after waking and pray over them. Because higher powers have never stopped speaking to us through the night. Here is the main truth that ties everything together. Angels are not fairy tale characters. They are not just beautiful pictures on holiday cards. They are real. They are active. And right now, they are working for you. You may not see them. You may not hear them. But the signs of their presence are always nearby. If only you start paying close attention. Angels are ministering spirits, sent to help exactly those who are walking the path of salvation. Sent to help exactly you. This is not just a nice thought. This is an unchanging truth. So the next time you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning for no reason, pray. The next time sudden peace fills your heart, accept it with gratitude. The next time a stranger says exactly the words you were waiting for, don't just say, "What a coincidence." Say, "Thank you, Lord." If this video opened your eyes to what you needed to hear today, share it with someone who might also need this reminder. And if you want to receive even more materials that strengthen faith and help you walk the spiritual path, like and subscribe to the channel. Higher powers are never far away. Heaven is never silent. And you never walk through this life completely alone.